Hey everyone, welcome to Saturday Night Popcorn. This is Jason.
This is Kai, and we have another great discussion for you today. Saturday Night Popcorn now focuses on short films and filmmaking, early filmmakers. Today's short film is Pizza Panic Party from 2024, and is directed by Graham Denham.
It's funny, like
Denman, sorry.
before I came over here, I was like, or like when I was done watching this, I feel like I had the same shock of like what the hell did I just watch? Like Eraserhead.
Oh,
Like
damn.
I don't know, like Eraserhead with David Lynch and everything, or
Yeah.
like just the what did I just watch?
I thought you were gonna compare it to Make Me a Sandwich,
That too, yeah,
Yeah.
that too, yeah.
because it keeps you. The thumbnail kind of gives you the idea of what you're gonna watch, but actually like watching it play out, you can't anticipate that.
No,
Like
no.
I enjoyed the 80s feel. Like they made you feel like you were in the 80s, even more, at least in my eyes, more than Stranger Things.
Really? Okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
there is comparison for me. I was like, they definitely were looking for like that Stranger Things. But I think what also makes it more '80s is like the introduction of every
Yeah,
person.
I love that with
Yeah,
the
that was
text,
cool.
with the neon light and the text showing like, hey, this is this person, this is this person.
I feel like you like don't see that in like
And not mainstream films.
mainstream films. I feel like I don't know. Maybe if you put it in a mainstream film, I think the only one is. There was like this super like Kick Ass. I think would probably
Yeah.
do it. I don't think Kick Ass did it, but like it's like something like that, like a
It's
superhero
those like
movie.
cartoony comic book
Yeah,
films.
they're
that
not
yeah, they would do
ordinary.
that. Yeah. Because this was cool. Like, I want to say I found this through TikTok. Pizza Panic Party. I found through TikTok, and I was like, that short little clip I saw looked interesting. And then I think I told you about it. I was like, hey, let's add it to this list. This is for something. And I know it's not Halloween, but it
Hey,
kind of fit. After the Super Bowl, everybody's eating pizza. So to see like someone getting a group of friends together in a house, that was cool too. That it was so self-contained, just in one room, and all of this craziness just plays out. But yeah, just watching how like friends are hanging out for a sleepover, pizza gets brought in. You're not gonna think a pizza is an issue with the pizza, but the friends pointed out the issue on like whatever was on the box.
oh yeah, and then it's like the worst looking pizza in the world too. I was like, like,
Very, very basic.
who made this pizza? Like literally, like in real life, like. Did one of the people that worked on the like, there was like nothing on it, or it was like very sporadic. It was hella weird, but like I think you already like know like something's sketchy with this
Yeah.
pizza because it looks weird.
It looks bad. The box is funky. You're like, what? The fact that the friends pointed it out and the main character still was like, nah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
still
gonna take
gonna
a
eat
big
this.
old chunk of it, and then it's gonna take over my body.
I like the practicals. Like I truly enjoyed this short. Like the practicals of the main character turning into a creature and you watching all of that. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, it's. There was a lot of going on. I wonder if someone was like, oh, like I want to like practice more of like my visual effects or also practical effects
Yeah.
because like the girl changes into like this like mind pizza monster
Yeah.
and everything.
And it's tall too. Like it's on
Yeah.
top of her head and you see like her head split open.
And
That
then
took
it
a
comes out
lot of
of
time.
her and
Yeah.
stuff, and they like smash it. So there's a lot going on. Like one of the girls like dies or like almost dies and stuff, and she gets like cut in the neck. And
Oh yeah. The glass
yeah,
get thrown. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was like there's a lot going on,
Yeah. It
and
was
for
10
a short
minutes.
film, yeah,
10
like
minutes.
there's someone must have like, all right, like I'm really good at makeup or I'm really good at practical effects. Like someone wants me to do this thing. A pizza takes over someone's brain.
I wonder how they put that team together, because filming and like getting something made like that is difficult. So I wonder if everyone that's in the film, they're all just friends and they're like, hey, we want to shoot this. Because there's no way, like that budget seemed like it would be so high just based on all the makeup and the practicals and the not the effects, but the like the action sequences of like people
Yeah.
getting thrown across a room.
That's why I think it's probably someone like talking to people and then they're like, "Oh, that sounds like a cool idea."
Yeah.
And then someone just wants an opportunity to practice something or like continue doing something.
Yeah.
Like where it's like an easy way to be like, "All right, what are you trying to do? It's 10 minutes. that shouldn't be so much of my life to like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Let's just do this well too and show off, and then it's like another like portfolio project, I guess. And this is it's you definitely know that like someone had a passion to want to do this, and the rest of the people also had that passion where it's like, all right, they all came in and did their work and stuff, and then like it came out to this pizza panic party. Cinematography or like a good shot that kind of comes out from this film. I feel like a lot of people, the one I chose is the one of the teenage girls is like upside down, laying, like, you know how like people like lay on the bed and stuff, they're like upside down. Sometimes you want to get like a head rush and you do that when you're a kid and stuff. But she ends up turning around and the camera turns with her. And I was like, some people do that horribly.
Yeah.
Some people where like it makes me dizzy, but this one it was like really interesting.
Fluid.
Yeah, and it didn't look like it was like there was like a lot going on to it. I don't know if they were able to kind of get like a cool setup or like it just kind of like they can do it, and it's not so quick that it gets you dizzy.
Yeah.
It was like they knew how to do it and like really get it done pretty well. That was like the choice for me. I was like, wow, that. I think it was more so because it didn't get me dizzy, and I was like, wow, that worked. That was cool.
I think mine was when they actually start looking at the pizza. So the pizza gets brought in, they place it on the floor, and they have this almost like that 70s style.
Oh, okay.
Where they're showing every character, and there's like a little bit of a zoom in for each one as they like react to the pizza.
That's true. It like with that 70s show or that 90s show where like they all sit around and it's like it's got to be awkward, but it's probably someone, or like they have a camera like right in the middle of them and they're just turning. Yeah, and then that's cool because it just adds to, you remember that they're all in that room and stuff, and it's like they're all kind of reacting to this, and you get every single individual person's reaction. Yeah, that was cool. In terms of color grading, you get what's it, Stranger Things vibes and stuff, and you said more so Stranger Things vibes or more. Do you think it's like because of the lighting?
I think so. I think it's like the fact that they amped up the color to make it, and then just the location of it. Like they had so many references to 80s, and then the posters that were up on the wall. That made you feel more in that time.
You think, is it just like a normal light? Like we have a normal light over here where it's just like shining light to us. But I know they sometimes will put like a filter in front of it.
Yeah.
Like, is that?
Well, there's like lights you can change the colors too.
You can change the colors and everything. I don't know. Like I'm like typically good with like, or like Da Vinci. It's like, oh yeah, let's put like a little like cyberpunk filter on things. But Kai reminds me that's like sometimes you can do things outside of Da Vinci and stuff and get it going and all that. I did like sort of like the vibrancy. It wasn't so vibrant where it was like neon, like how like the names came in, but they all had like kind of those pastels or the bright colors and even when the pizza kind of took over and did all the stuff and everything, there was like that like it almost kind of reminded me like the old school like Power Rangers, like how some of the villains and like everything was kind of over the top.
Oh yeah.
And everything, and
like it didn't look like perfect. Like you see the imperfections, but it still gave you a sense of like horror.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. Where it's like, but you did get the Stranger Things vibes. You do know that like someone probably grew up in the '80s and was like, I want to make this like an '80s themed thing. Leg warmers and all that stuff going on, I guess. In terms of story, do you want to see more than 10 minutes of this?
Yeah, actually. I would want to see like, because I don't know if you've seen Y2K. Yeah, but the movie Y2K that came out December 2024? December 2024. It was showing the perspective of if the computers took over in the year 2000, the transition from 1999 to the year 2000. And so it was showing these like real crude robot creatures that were like attacking this city.
Okay.
Or attacking this town. I can't say city. Attacking this small town, and you're watching it all play out. And they cut from like different areas of the town. So they're in like this abandoned area where these smokers are. So you're seeing how they're interacting with these robots, and they're showing like different kids' homes, and then they go to the school, and that's where the robots have like, or the computers robots have like truly taken over. They're like brainwashing people, putting chips in their heads. So I think if they were able to expand Pizza Panic Party and see who else bought pizzas on that day, or like how long this has actually been going on, and seeing how it's like taking over, if it's a city, if it's a small town.
Like, was it a coordinated thing? Like in Stranger Things, like, are there the people that know about this?
Exactly.
And is it covered up where it's like, oh, or like, I've been watching a lot of things about like it and everything, like with the whole Dairy City, like, oh, is this just something that like it's like a myth, but it does happen every so often and stuff. For me, I'm thinking like a Good Burger thing, where like, there's this like bad pizza maker, and then they're making this like all these pizzas, and like someone needs to go and like investigate, like, like all these things are going on, weird stuff's getting put on the pizza. There's like, it's like going back to the Power Rangers, there's this ooze.
Freaking Ivan ooze.
Like, I definitely feel like there's like, I would like to know where this pizza comes from. And then like, does the pizza establishment where she went to go pick this up, does it look sketchy, or does it look legit? And she's like,
"Oh, death on the box." I think it probably looks sketchy.
It's just a normal Little Caesars. Come on. But yeah, I think you have more. I like the expandedness, but if you want to kind of keep it more self-contained, have a movie or something where this pizza comes from. I think you definitely can make another short film off of this and stuff. Not like a feature-length film, but you can kind of you have more. I think you can kind of prequels. Yeah, he really loves prequels and stuff. Where it's like, I think also like, yeah, you see it in video games and a lot of media where you're like, you want to see what came before that, not afterwards, because you can kind of already you
can make up your own story for afterwards. Like, I just played this entire game, watched this entire movie. I know what a second one would look like.
Everyone died.
But like, to think of a prequel or like the origin of it, it's like, okay, what could the creator think of that started this whole thing? Or like, did they have that thought of like, hey, how did this all start, and just not include it in their short film or their video game? Yeah,
true. Well, that was a Pizza Panic Party. I liked it. Would you recommend it? That's a question.
I would. It was short enough, and it wasn't overly scary.
Yeah, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's horror and everything. Like it's like it is like creepy and stuff, and puts some ideas in your head, but nothing where it's like, oh, it's scary.
Yeah, like you're not gonna have nightmares after watching that.
Yeah, no, but you definitely would be like, what the hell did I just watch? All right, Kai, you want to take us out?
Yeah, thanks for joining us for another episode of Saturday Night Popcorn. I'm Kai.
And I'm Jason, and we'll be back next week with another one.